Testing 1, 2. Oh, it's kind of quiet.
Hi everyone.
Oh my god.
Whoa, you and Cherie sound different on the mic.
Huh?
I said you and Cherie sound different on the mic.
Oh no, it's because I have different voices. That's why. This is my other voice.
Yeah, that's
This is my cutie face.
Oh my god, that's weird.
I think you should do the entire episode with your cutie voice this episode.
Hello guys.
being recorded.
Oh.
Meow.
Okay.
Ready?
Are we ready? Okay. Hi. Oh. Oh, sorry.
At what is this? Act 1, Scene 1.
Hi everyone. Welcome back to our podcast called BYOT, where a group of friends living in New York City talk about our lives, share our stories, and maybe spill some tea. So let's jump in and see what's brewing today. First off, we have a new member. We'll introduce him last, but we'll start with Rich first. Rich.
It's like, what's your name, Rich? Rich? Hey, Rich. Tell us your name, Rich.
Rich.
Closer to the mic.
Rich.
Okay, good. My name is Dan.
And I'm May.
Hi, I'm Winston.
And hello, my name is Eddie.
Oh, he got the
Welcome,
accent.
Eddie.
Hello.
Adding some diversity to our group.
I know.
I
Like,
mean, I'm still Asian, but I guess a different type
But
of
he
Asian.
hails from a different area.
Hey, but the Spotify people wouldn't know that.
that's true. That's true. They only hear your voice, so they might think you're
You
Australian.
guys are just using me for my voice.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know your place.
Whoa.
kidding. Okay, so
Dang.
introduce yourself.
So
Go ahead.
hi, my name is Eddie.
Mhm.
I've lived in New York since June 2021, but I've been in the US since early 2019. Originally from Australia, and that is why I have the accent.
Nice.
Where in Australia?
I am from Sydney. Do you know much about Australia?
Sydney, Melbourne.
Melbourne, yeah.
Isn't there a Gold Coast over there?
Yeah, there is a Gold
There's
Coast.
a Gold
as well.
Coast over
Yeah,
there.
not bad. Better than I thought.
Okay, cool. Eddie, how do you know each and every one of us?
So I met Dan at Head in the Clouds, like
Surgeries.
Surgeries.
Oh, I see.
Oh yes,
Who's
Wait,
another?
really?
Yeah.
Oh, you were there?
yeah. Were you there?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I
He
didn't
was in the VIP section.
Oh, damn, VIP.
So fun, dude.
But yeah, I met Dan through Charisse, who we all know, and I met Charisse through an Australian friend as well. So the Australian network coming through,
Nice.
And the rest of the group.
and the rest of the group is just, I guess, through Dan, and I guess we all live in the same area of New York as well.
Did we all meet you at the same time?
You guys met him at
Night
the
market.
Queen's Night Market.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
went to Queensland.
Yeah.
I met him at pickleball.
Oh,
I wasn't even there.
Last week.
Yeah. Right?
Oh.
So all in the span
Yeah.
of like
Pretty much.
a month or two.
Oh, wow. I didn't know. I
Oh,
mean,
welcome.
Thank you.
yeah.
Glad to be here.
Welcome. He was the last official member. that
Really?
joined.
Will he really be
Well,
last?
he will be the
Might not
last.
be the
it's
last.
it's documented right
Yes.
now. It's he's
To be
last.
continued.
I can no longer add more people on the favorites on my text.
Comment and like if you want to be a new member.
Dan will accept
Dan might
everyone.
consider.
You have to fight one of the original members.
You'll have to
And if you beat
kick
them-
one of them out.
You have to do a face-off, like one-on-one.
Yeah.
Like fight.
Okay, well, I'm really excited for this episode. Just because these guys let me take the reins and I get to ask them any question I want. So I'm very curious as to how all of you guys are gonna respond. There's gonna be a lot of girls who are wondering the same types of questions.
really?
So
Should we be scared?
I don't think so. I think I've kept these questions more on the PG side. Nothing too risque. But how are you guys feeling on answering these questions?
I think we're all good, right?
Yeah?
I'm nervous.
You're nervous?
This is the first episode.
This is the first
Let's
one?
go.
I've
Oh.
done like an easier one.
Wait, you should explain.
This is easy.
Winston as an exception. All of the guys are in relationships,
Oh,
so
yeah.
we might have a different perspective.
Yeah.
Right. So Winston's the special one,
Oh my.
the mangne.
Winston
Now I'm
should have
nervous,
like the
bro.
juiciest answers then.
Right.
I can't promise that.
I think most of these are like opinion questions too, so don't feel afraid to just talk about, what you're feeling. There's no right or wrong answer.
But
Just
also try not to get canceled.
I can see Winston getting cancelled.
No. I think the number one person who would get canceled here is Rich.
We just gotta get him drinking more.
When Richard gets drunk.
I finished this one.
Get him another. Get him
It's
another.
already starting.
I won't get canceled. I'm very PG.
Actually, at work, they reassigned my seat closer to HR.
Oh,
and
shit.
all my coworkers were like, "Bye bye, nice
Bye-bye."
knowing you. You're getting fired immediately."
Oh god. Because they know who, like
They know that
The
I'm about
closer
say
you get
some
to HR.
out of pocket stuff.
I feel like you were the kid in school where like the teacher had to keep an eye on you as well.
I was like a
I
class
knew it.
clown a little bit.
I feel I could
I
see
def-
Winston being like that.
Actually, yeah.
I got in trouble the very first day of middle school for talking too much in class.
That makes sense.
I never got in trouble in classes, but PE, that's where I would get in trouble.
Oh, really?
Wait,
Yeah.
because you're
What?
probably too cool to actually do the
No,
activities.
no, no. It's not because of that. Like in middle school, we would all be stretching in lines, and then I would get so bored stretching, I would talk to my neighbor, and you're not supposed to be talking, or I guess loud enough where everyone can hear.
Silent stretching.
Okay, are you guys ready for the first question?
Hit it.
Let's go.
Okay, so my first question is, what is the most attractive quality in a girl that isn't physical? So actually, no, we'll go with physical first. So what is the first
physical.
thing that you notice when you meet a girl?
Or smile.
Yeah,
Or
I
smile?
was gonna say that.
Who?
I was gonna say the same
okay.
thing. Smile.
I really like someone's eyes. That does, like, not just girls, but like I like people with pretty eyes. Yeah.
Okay. And what type of eyes do you like?
I got asked that question too.
Yeah.
I don't know how to define it, but like you just see it and you know it's pretty.
Smiley eyes,
The smiley eyes are pretty.
Okay, okay.
like cheerful looking eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like for me, smile. So also like
The eye
if they have like
smiles?
really bad teeth,
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
that's a negative.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm a sucker for good teeth.
Good teeth. Is
When you say
important.
smile, is that the entire face, or are you like looking anywhere in particular?
the teeth.
teeth is a component,
How many cavities they have?
but I feel like smile also includes eyes. It's like
Yeah.
mouth
Yeah,
and eyes.
It's like the whole face.
Yeah,
Whole face.
Because I would say the whole face is probably important, and
Okay,
proportionality I think is a big thing as well. If their eyes are like too far apart or too close as well, like that.
Okay, okay.
I notice those.
Bro, you're gonna get canceled.
All right, thanks for having me.
Wait, sorry. Can I pause? Eddie, you can put this a little bit up. Like you can twist this
Oh, okay.
and then put it up. You're the first one to use that because
Because we're all short.
we're all short. Yeah.
Sit up straight as well.
You can put it higher too.
All right. I also don't want to get cancelled.
You can also pull it. You can also pull it closer.
Eddie's like, yeah, if she's like a frog, then obviously that's a no go.
I want to say proportionality, but I don't know how to describe it without
Okay,
sounding
okay.
crazy.
Got it.
What about your second most
Second
physical?
most.
Because I feel like our answers were so easy.
I mean, if my first is the smile, like teeth, and the second is the eyes.
Okay.
I want some juicier answers.
I know if Sharice was here, it's like abs, like chest tattoos.
Yeah, I was thinking legs first, but
Pecs.
no one said anything.
Wait, oh, you see a girl's
Legs.
legs?
I was
first?
thinking legs,
Oh.
but no one else said
No, no, you don't have
That's
to.
fair.
You don't have to go with
Yeah,
the grain.
yeah,
Go against
give-
the grain.
Legs are.
You're the one who
nice.
could start the conversation.
I'm gonna get cancelled.
It depends on like how, like when, like what direction they're facing the first time I see them.
What
Like
if you're
the
facing
back?
the back?
Yeah,
What
like
if they look really good one direction? they turn.
yeah, but then
and you're
still,
like,
it's like the
whoa.
first thing I noticed, right? Like legs, yes. If they're walking away, like, and I didn't see them when I was face to face with them, and I'll just like catch like a glimpse of them, like, oh, very nice legs.
Wait, question about the guys who said eyes. Do you guys like monolid, double lid, or does it matter?
I do like double lids.
Double lids,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't think I noticed.
It doesn't matter for me,
And I'm looking at
but
everyone's eyes.
I do like girls with bigger eyes.
Bigger
But
eyes.
I feel like naturally, I mean, not like naturally, but like if you have bigger eyes, you generally have double eyelid.
yeah.
I feel like that question is better for girls because like it's actually more like 50-50. Like some girls like
For guys with monolid or
versus
double.
lid,
I actually have friends who like guys with monolids.
but you don't.
You
No, I actually don't mind, but I do think I'm more into double lids.
Winston, I'm looking at your eyes.
Dude, I have-
Is it double?
Yeah,
lid?
I have one double, one single.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I was like, I see it in one, but I
I
don't
have
see
the
it in the
best
other.
of both worlds, bro.
Wait, Dan, which one
Winston
do you see?
can
I'm
get any
monolid.
girl.
let me just double them.
Oh,
see,
there you
yeah,
go.
Yeah, wait, how did you do that? Let me
Like,
try.
just
All right. Did it work?
No. I actually used to have one double, one mono too.
It's both double.
Both are
But you
double
trained
now.
the other one.
Yeah, yeah.
You just kept doing this. Morning workout for your eyelid.
No, honestly, one day I cried so much.
Who
Oh.
made you cry?
It was my grandpa's funeral.
Oh, I'm so
so
sorry.
no,
Oh
no,
my-
yeah.
I'm so sorry. Take it back.
Yeah, I cried so much. I like kept rubbing it, and then the next day I had double and never went away.
And that's the key, everyone. If you want double eyelid, don't get the surgery. Just rub it and cry and rub
Just
it.
cry.
And then, you know, there's like double eyelid tapes too.
Yeah.
I
I'm
used
sure
to-
a lot of people know that.
Yeah,
Do
I used to
You've
have
used it
the
before?
double eyelid tape.
Really?
I didn't know how to use it because
You
I
didn't
think
know
my
how to use
eyes are just too small for it to
Oh,
work as well.
yeah.
Oh.
You could-
Yeah, yeah.
No. Based on your eyelid, I can see it might be a little bit too heavy for the tape to hold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do those work? Like, do they? If you keep using those, they will like.
They do work. Yeah.
make it
You just have to
permanent?
wear
Permanently?
it. Yeah. I've seen like, I think Michelle Fan had a video on this. But yeah, I think you have to use it consistently.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
very
in Korea,
consistent.
it's like everyone does it. So.
Yeah.
You get it for your graduation gift. Like when you graduate high school.
You mean surgery, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
surgery.
surgery.
But I don't think guys has specific preference as much as girls do in terms of the double eyelid and monolid.
Oh, what? No, I feel like we all prefer double. Didn't we all say double already?
I mean,
No, I don't care.
we all
Personal-
said bigger, but I think that usually translates to
I
double.
think like on the list of like priorities and like what matters for a face, it's probably lower for men than it is for women. Like that's not a question I would ask a girl. Like, hey, do you like single or double eyelids? It's not something men care about.
Well, but I feel like girls usually make their eyes look bigger with makeup
Yeah.
anyway, with eyeliner and things. So like the look that like men find attractive, right? The made up look is generally like bigger eyes, and girls with smaller eyes or monolid will try to make them bigger already. So the real test is like you have to see all these girls without their makeup on, and you'd be
Yeah.
like, okay, like do I still like that look?
Yeah. That's actually a great segue into my next question, which is, do you guys prefer girls with no makeup, minimal makeup, or, you know, a little bit more makeup, like more glam up look? Why are you laughing, Rich?
Yeah, what's so
Because
funny?
I just feel like
I feel like we'll
He's
get
like,
canceled.
I just feel like I'm gonna get canceled right now.
He's carefully thinking to choose his words wisely.
I mean, I feel like if they look good with no makeup, that's to me that's the obvious best option. If they look good only with makeup, that's still, you know, not bad, but it's like not the best option.
I would agree. I think it's like if they have a good foundation, like at a baseline without any makeup, they wake up like just clean face and they look good, then that's the best.
The longer you date someone, the less,
You see them with the makeup on.
with
The less they
on.
apply.
The more you see, the more natural
that
look.
thing.
So
Yeah.
like the good natural look, I think, is always preferred.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask Winston first, and then I'm going to ask the guys with relationships a follow-up question.
The same question.
Yeah, same question.
I prefer either no makeup or minimal,
Okay.
like the most natural.
Okay, I guess,
Like,
well, one.
even if they do put on makeup, it's like minimal.
What's
very
minimal to you?
natural. That's a tough question.
Winston, you
I
gotta
don't know.
study
Like,
up,
I don't know how to
man.
describe
You gotta
this,
study up, 'cause
dude.
sometimes it looks natural, but it's a lot of makeup.
I know.
They're
Sometimes
so
they're
good
just
that
so
it
good
looks
at it. It looks
natural.
natural, right? If they use like natural tones and stuff, and, like I don't want to be able to tell that they are putting on makeup.
Okay. What's makeup to you guys, by the way? Is it just like the face, the eyes, the lips?
Are there more? Than that?
No.
What
I feel like if it's just lips, that's not
That's not really, makeup.
changing your look.
Okay.
It's usually more like the eyes and rest of the face.
Yeah, like the eyeliner, mascara.
Like once they start
foundation, all
contouring
that.
like all crazy directions and
Yeah.
they like look like a totally different person.
I think
Yeah.
mascara is actually considered heavier makeup as well. Is it? I don't know. But like what I consider is just like filling in your eyebrows and just like, sort of cleaning up the dark circles under your eyes. I just hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna get canceled for this, but like you know, like sometimes they have like the makeup tutorials,
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, like they start off the video like, hey, like this is my finished look, like natural look, whatever, and then like they're like, okay, let me show you how to do it in like 3, 2, 1, boom, and it's like no makeup look, and then like if from that you're like, whoa, they look totally different, then I would consider that like
a lot of makeup.
makeup, like that's makeup. If it's just like a little bit and like you don't really notice the before and after. Then I'm like, that's more
Minimal
natural.
Okay.
Dude, honestly, I'd be happy if a girl just wakes up, bare face, puts on some sunscreen. That's
Really?
all I need.
Sunscreen.
So you guys want no makeup every day?
I think like for special occasions, like we're going out like a dinner date or something, right? Like if they apply a little bit, because like I know for makeup, like for girls, it's like it's for a way for them to like kind
Express
of
themselves.
express themselves and
Yeah.
also like look pretty.
Yeah, feel confident.
Yeah, I feel confident.
Yeah.
That's why like I don't really have any say about like makeup when it comes to like what the girl wants.
Yeah.
Like if they're not gonna put on makeup, fine. If they want to, go for it. Like
Yeah.
so I'm not gonna like be the judge of like how much they put on or
Whatever
something like
they
that.
feel comfortable and confident in.
Yeah,
I think so.
but I think I would prefer a girl who doesn't have the need to put on makeup to feel confident.
I see. Well, I guess my follow-up question to the people in relationships are, like, I've noticed all of your girlfriends wear makeup. Do you prefer...
Does she?
You didn't know?
I mean, she.
You didn't know.
She's just that good.
Oh no, like not a lot.
No, yeah, but she wears makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I guess what do you call that? Do you call that minimal?
I would call that minimal.
Minimal. Okay, how about you? Do you think Nina wears minimal makeup or more makeup?
It depends on the occasion. Like I know the times when she wears it, but she does put minimal when we're just like going out, like casually and stuff like that. Maybe I'm being biased, but I feel like she looks pretty much the same when she's like wearing makeup and not wearing makeup.
Yeah.
She just have glitter under her eyes
Yeah.
or something like that.
A little
That's
bit
like-
more of a pop.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like it changes her whole entire face or anything like that.
Same for Quinn.
Yeah. So do you guys prefer your girlfriends with no makeup or actually I don't even do you even notice the difference?
I noticed the time she spends on it
Oh.
more than actually the makeup on. It's up to her. I don't
Yeah.
really notice that much. And I guess that's a follow-up question I have for you, May. Like, do you want people to notice that you have makeup on if it's minimal?
I guess I've never really thought about it.
Because I know like
don't-
girls say they want to like just feel more confident about them.
Yeah.
Do you want to be noticed for that, or is it just like something you feel?
I will.
yourself?
I guess I will say like if I do my makeup differently, because I have an everyday look, right? Which I look the same every day. But if I look a little bit differently, and then they notice that and they compliment that, then that would make me feel good.
Maybe some advice for us then. Like, what would you do differently on like a special day makeup?
I
And
guess
what can guys like notice?
Okay, so right now I'm wearing eyebrows, and then
Do a little get ready with me. Makeup tutorial.
Zoom in on a face.
I have some eyeliner and
A little blush.
yeah, blush, highlighter,
little
and
lips.
lipstick. Yep, and some contour, but you guys probably can't see that part.
Very subtle.
Yeah.
I did not notice any of it outside the eyebrows and the eyeliner.
But I feel like girls or like our girlfriends want us to notice those things. Like Quinn was like the other day, she's like, oh, I just bought this new blush. She's been looking for weeks. And then she puts it on. And I'm like, what? And like she's like the tint is different. It's like slightly more like peachish orangish, which is better for the summer. In the winter, you can do a little bit like redder. So I'm like staring really hard, and I'm like, oh, I do see a slight difference. It is more summerish.
Yeah.
I feel like they want us to notice because like they're putting effort into something. So like I also like make an effort to try to like notice the differences, but it's not natural for me because I don't do it every day. So I don't know what to look for exactly, but I need to like keep like learning about it so I can like help complement it.
Yeah.
So you didn't notice she looked differently.
Well, I knew she had just bought it and put it on, but I was like, it looks the same. It's like a subtle little different shade of red / orangish, reddish. And I was like, after like a few minutes of staring, I was like, okay, I think I see it.
Oh, I see.
It's like you're gaslighting yourself.
Did you really see it, or were you just say it just to say it?
Like, yeah, I can tell it.
You're trying to get out of that.
I'm getting a more summery vibe from it.
Yeah. I think in regard to makeup, I don't think it's something that guys could have like be like, oh, we prefer the makeup on or not. Same thing as Eddie said. I think if they're more comfortable with it or like without it, I think it's just whatever they prefer, and we just support whatever they choose to do.
Yeah.
So on a special day, May, like what is different about your makeup?
Okay, so on a special day, I think I'll put on a little bit more eyeshadow. Like I'll put more effort into creating like those creases or trying to blend it more, which I don't think guys would notice that. And then I'll put maybe some glitter and then some like false lashes to just...
Oh, the falsies.
Yeah,
the falsies.
Once the falsies come out, then
The falsies
you
are
know
a
it's a
lot-
special
Yeah,
occasion.
yeah.
I think falsies and glitter are probably the most obvious thing to me since it's actually different.
Yeah. I think that's also why I started putting on less makeup because I was like, I kind of look the same when I give more effort than less effort, and it takes me a lot quicker to get ready. So I kind of got lazy and just started wearing less makeup because I was like, I don't think anyone else notices except me.
Wait, I have a question. How much do girls usually spend on makeup every month?
Every month?
Yeah.
I personally spend maybe like $10 a month.
Oh.
Oh, so you're not like Sephora VIP.
No, I use my friends' accounts. I basically only buy makeup when they have their 20% off, like their VIP sales.
The Rouge sale.
Yeah, the Rouge sales.
And there's
Yeah,
like different
that's-
tiers as well, right?
Yeah. So my friend is a Rouge, so I just always use her account. I barely ever use mine. But I don't know. Maybe other girls buy more makeup more often, but I'm pretty basic. I use the same things like every day, and I basically only change out my my eyeliners the most often. Everything else I've been using for a while.
And you also got the lip tingly plumper
Oh yeah,
for
the
those special
lips.
occasions.
Have you guys tried those? I've tried it once
May has
before.
it.
Yeah,
Sure,
I
you
have
should,
it. I
yeah.
actually have it right now.
Nina has it too.
We can do the whole podcast with them on.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the lip tingly?
It's like a lip pump. It's like a
Yeah,
pump, right?
It's supposed
Plumper?
to like give a little bit of a little plump, make it a little plumper for your lips.
Zoom in right there as May was doing that.
Wait, so you
Don't do that, Dan.
put it on and then it plumps
Yeah,
up?
yeah. There's some ingredient there that makes it like tingle. Like it
It
kind
basically
of.
just makes your lips swell.
Yeah, basically.
It's like spicy food when you
basically.
eat it, and then you like it gets all.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah.
get like a jalapeno out of the
That's basically it.
Just
That's
rub
a
it.
They put that in
cheap
like
hack.
chapstick form.
Yeah, so I guess on a similar topic, how long do you guys think is too long for getting ready for your girls or for a girl?
Oh, I think it doesn't matter as long as they plan ahead. Like if it takes them an hour and they know like we need to be out the door by a certain time, but they plan ahead, they start getting ready. Meanwhile, I'm like still lounging around for like 45 more minutes. But if they're good with like their time management, then it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Is your girlfriend good with time management?
We're just like,
Hypothetical. That's what he wants.
Because I was going to say that's a very well constructed answer, and that's something like I would tell my girlfriend, but she won't prepare until it's like 15 minutes before, and then it's a 1 hour makeup routine.
I see.
And then I'm like,
So how long is too long for you?
I think like what Rich said, as long as they plan and we can get out the door at the right time,
Yeah.
then we're good.
Okay.
But if we're like 15 to 20 minutes late, I'm already like a bit annoyed.
Oh, okay.
Man, how long does it usually take you?
Me, it used to take me like an hour and a half. Now
What?
It used to. It used to. Like now it takes me like 40 minutes. 30 to 40 minutes.
That's still long. That's still long. Wow.
Still long. No, that's really quick.
30 is pretty quick.
Yeah. I'm faster than Quinn.
40.
I'm faster than Quinn.
Remember that one time we went out and then we were both getting ready at the same time?
Yeah.
And I beat her.
Man,
I'm
we were
pretty
waiting
quick.
for Quinn all night.
We should do that as an idea. Just get like all the girls to line up
Yeah,
and do their
yeah.
makeup routines. A
That's
competition.
a good idea.
Break out the camera. Podcast short.
Do the podcast while they do the makeup.
Wait, so you think 30 to 40 is long?
No, I mean, I feel like some people it's like always an hour no matter like where we go. But I've like dated different people that like are either really good with their time management or like bad.
Winston, how about you? How long is too long?
I don't really know.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. I mean, if it's gonna take like an hour, I'd be like, it doesn't have to take that long. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know.
Okay, just so you guys
a really
know,
good question.
a girl getting ready is her showering, her like doing her hygiene stuff, makeup, and hair, and outfit, and maybe even changing the outfit multiple times just to make sure it's right, making sure she looks good and
Oh,
smells
so
good.
all of that's
So yeah, all of
Oh,
that
yeah.
included.
An hour's fine then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm like changing outfits, it'll probably take me like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Dan?
I don't think I'm the good person to be asked this question because Nina gets ready faster than me.
Oh,
Oh.
why do you take longer?
Because I feel like I assume that she's gonna take a certain amount of time when she like is working on her makeup.
Yeah.
So I get distracted and like do dishes or like
Oh, I see, I
vacuum
see.
out of
Yeah.
nowhere, and then
That
like
happens often.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I have to shave. I have to like shower.
And then they get mad.
yeah, and then
Because like we're now late.
Yeah.
yeah, I think that happens more often, and I'm trying to fix that.
Oh,
So
I see. Better time management.
I need better time management for sure.
Do you think, generally speaking, girls are better looking or guys are better looking?
Is your purpose trying to cancel us tonight or something?
I'm just wondering.
Yo, all of us need to say guys. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Boys.
Yeah, the boys.
Boys, the boys.
Yeah, because I mean, taking into account that girls wear makeup, Like we do more to make ourselves look good.
Yeah.
Versus guys, you guys don't do much.
I don't think this
Aren't
is
we all
apple to apple
biased?
comparison.
This is like
Okay,
so,
for
like,
girls
super
though, because
objective.
we're more attracted to girls.
Yeah, that's a tough
Oh,
question.
I don't know. Because
You're saying if we were completely objective
Yeah.
and like bisexual,
in New York,
it's still it's hard to be objective because like
Winston
we're
is
only
crazy.
attracted to girls, like all the 4 guys here.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. So what attracts you about a girl personality wise?
Personality wise, or
Yeah.
that's something that I guess that's personality. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Okay, we could say non-physical. Broaden the scope.
You know, like in how some Hinge profiles they use a term that says like I forget the word, but it's like it means they're attracted to their intelligence.
Oh, isn't that sapiosexual or something?
Yeah, something like that.
So you are attracted to
Well,
girls'
I
intelligence?
like someone who's like open-minded, and it's also important to me to like be able to have like certain conversations, like interesting conversations, like deep conversations sometimes. Not like all the time, but like to be able to have those things.
Do you have an example of like maybe Quinn? What did you guys talk about for you to be attracted to that? or just in general?
You should zoom in on Rich's face.
How do you know
I can't
when?
talk too much about
How
my
do you know-
relationship with Quinn because
You know, he has multiple relationships.
it's very
Fire,
private.
you know?
It's very private.
Okay,
that
okay.
relationship.
Another question, I guess. How do you know when a girl is open-minded,
Oh.
or that you can have these deep talks with them?
I feel like when you're on your first couple dates,
Mm-hmm.
especially the first date, you're having a lot of like usually talking for like an hour, 2 hours, and like stuff comes up, and you're each giving your opinion about different things.
Mm-hmm.
So usually within the first or second date, you can figure out like what a person's values are.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. If the conversation never goes past the surface level, when I ask them like, "Oh, tell me like something," like if I ask them a deeper question like, "What's your opinion about like so and so?" or like, "How do you feel about this?" like whatever, and they're just like, "Ha!" They like laugh it off. To me, that'd be like not good.
Cool. Okay, Dan.
I guess picking that up, like I think someone that's like more like passionate about certain things, or like having confidence. The fact that I get to learn something like different than what I already know, and like just share the values of those things. I think it's like very fun. I guess it's not boring.
Follow up on that. Do you want them to have like the same passion and same interests as you, or like something different?
I wouldn't have any preference on it, but if it's like to be different, I don't think I would deter from it. I would be open to learning new things or like learning about their perspective on certain things that's like different than mine.
I agree with both, like the being open-minded, because I feel like I'm a very open-minded person myself. So like I want to like it kind of just opens it up for like more conversation, just like they're more excited about like trying different things, trying new things. And then the passion part too, I feel like as long as I have like a passion for life just in general, to me like something that's very attractive is like if someone's like very comfortable being themselves, like they don't have to like live up to certain standards or something, and like they know their worth and like they're very sure of themselves. I think that's very attractive to me.
Would you prefer same passion or different passion?
I don't think it matters for that, the passion part, as long as they're passionate about something, because like if they have a different passion from me, like we can support each other in our passions. But if we have the same one, it's like, hey, like we can learn from each other and continue. It's like I'm always excited about like whatever you're excited about. Like I feel like energy is very important to me too. Like if you're like excited about something, like I will match that energy.
The true extrovert. I think Vince is the type of person that like reciprocates everything that he receives.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Like my Raising Canes today. All about it.
How about you, Eddie?
For me, I think it's a bit different from that. I like someone who's fun and like goofy as well, because I'm like not a super serious person. So I sort of need someone who has that same sort of energy as well. Like even if we're in like a bad situation, a good situation, just making light of the situation. Someone who's just like fun to be around, because you'll be spending a lot of time with that person for like the rest of your life potentially. So someone who's just like lighthearted, I think, is really important to me.
I also agree with that.
Winston's is leeching off all of
we
us.
want
I'm not
everything.
reaching. I feel like it's like these are all very like attractive qualities of like a partner.
Should we ask the question to May?
Yeah. What about girls?
Non-physical?
Non-physical.
Actually, we didn't even get your physical.
Yeah, what's your
Yeah.
physical?
Physical is eyes too.
Eyes?
Yeah.
Not arms?
That's Cherise.
Yeah, I look at the face first.
Veins?
I do like veins.
The,
though.
the ink on their
I like-
body.
But
Preference in eyes, single, double.
I think,
double,
yeah,
right?
I think
Double, okay.
I don't, because I mean, obviously I matched with Dan, and Dan has monolid. But I think I prefer double more, but I like both. I feel like monolids are cute too.
Thanks.
Half you.
Thanks.
Winston's applicable in either way.
But it's just like you just gotta look at one side. Like, oh, you like the motto? Okay.
Turn.
I'll close this eye.
And then non-physical, I like someone who's calm. Yeah, I really, really like guys who, I don't know, it's like that energy where when you're with them, you just feel comfortable and at peace, and I feel like I'm at home with them. So generally, I guess I lean more towards like quieter guys because they're the type of people who are more calmer. But it doesn't necessarily have to be that case.
And it matches your energy because like if you're like talking a lot,
Yeah.
he's just quietly listening.
Yeah. Because I like a good listener too. And I feel like quieter guys are also better.
What if they're quiet but boring?
No. Yeah, we need to keep a conversation going too. Yeah. It's more like quiet confidence for me. Like they don't need to be the loudest person in the room to be heard. You know, like you can still feel their presence without them having to say too much or say it too loudly. So I actually don't care too much about like humor as much. I just don't want them to be always joking around. Like I need them to know when to be serious, but know when to have fun too. Yeah, so someone mature.
Quietly confident.
Yeah.
Quietly mature.
very
and confident.
mysterious.
Quietly matured, confident. A family person.
Yes. You remember?
I remember.
Oh, okay. Name the other thing.
He's a
That's the only
listener.
other one I remember.
Just
Good
kidding.
listener. Good listener.
So I used to be really attracted to good friends. So like, you know, when they're in
Oh, like someone who is a good friend to others.
to others.
Not like you're a good
Not
friend.
my good
I
friend.
was gonna say like,
That's why I was confused. I was like, do you just have
All
your
of her good
in a
friends?
list?
Wait, where are her friends?
You all have girlfriends except Winston.
I guess Winston's it.
Yeah, so basically like I would always notice if I'm in a group setting and if they're always picking on this one person, not in a mean way, but you know, in a joking way, I can tell like that's a good friend because all those friends are comfortable with them enough to pick on them. And they always think of that person to pick on, which means they're always on the other people's minds. So that's how I kind of usually know who a good friend is. But also, you know, based on my interaction with them, someone who like looks out for me, is more attentive.
Wait,
It's hard
Wait,
for you to like date someone then, like one-on-one, because you need to see them in other settings, like social settings.
Yeah.
the one that's good is one getting roasted by
Yeah,
everyone?
yeah. So you like the guys getting roasted.
He's a calm, quiet,
Calm,
mature guy
quiet.
who's getting roasted by all his
And they
friends.
just keep getting shot by down his friends.
May's looking at him like, I love him.
I'll take
He's just getting roasted by all his friends, just quietly. He's just, I love this guy.
But I think it also shows how confident they are because if they get made fun of and if they're sensitive, then maybe they're not as confident in themselves. But if they can take it and be like, haha, blah, 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 take it or, you know,
This is
throw
so
one back.
specific. Let me go like roast my friend real quick. See how he takes it.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. If you ever have like a male you're interested in,
Yeah,
just bring
yeah.
him here and we'll roast him for you.
We all just take turns, like sit down in the middle. Stay quiet. We gonna roast you now.
Live firing.
If he
squad.
says anything, he's out.
and then bring the next guy in.
The initiation. My next question here is, how do you guys feel about a girl who has had work done?
Plastic surgery and
Yeah,
stuff?
plastic surgery, like fillers, Botox, things like that.
But you can't really tell, or they look like the filter on like social media.
What are you about to say, Richard?
Blown up lips.
Yeah, I guess like what is too much for you?
If you look like an
you're
Instagram
okay.
filter, that's too much. I mean, for me, I'm like double eyelid surgery. Everyone has that, so that's like nothing. Fillers that make your lips look like massive, and like you got stung by a bee on your lip. Like, I'm not attracted to that. Whatever still looks natural, probably.
Yeah.
How about like boob surgery? Like you can tell there's a difference, but they look natural.
My preference would always be for natural, but if they want to do it and they're like, whatever, I'm not gonna stop them from like whatever they want to do to their body. If it's like like a health risk. Like, you know, like the BBL surgery.
What is that?
There's a health risk to that.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people
BBL?
die from that because it's not a very
oh.
well like regulated surgery.
Wait, what is it?
Can you explain what BBL is? Big
It's
boob?
like no, it's usually for your butt.
It stands for Brazilian butt lift.
Yeah, Brazilian butt lift. So you take like your fat or something from one part of your body, or from your stomach, and you put it in your butt. So you're simultaneously making your waist smaller and your butt bigger. But there's a lot of complications with it because like your body might reject certain parts that you're moving around, and there's like a long like recovery period. And half the doctors that do this surgery are not like qualified to do it. But because it got so popular, like everyone's offering this service. But it's a lot of people die from it. So for something like that, if she was like, I really want to get this, I'd be like, well, like, have you seen the math on the death rate of this thing? Like, it's probably not worth it.
I see. I thought you were talking about the other way around, where it, like, for example, like respiratory, like some people have respiratory issues, so they have to get like nose surgery to.
Oh, I
fix
have that.
Oh.
I've
it.
had that.
Okay.
Deviated septum.
Yeah.
You've had your nose done?
But it looks exactly the same. I think normally you like tell them like, oh yeah, I need to get this, but also like kind of like, you know, chisel this down a little bit or whatever. Like
You do have a really nice nose.
after I did
Yeah.
it, all my friends were like looking at me and they're like, it looks the same. I'm like, yeah, because it wasn't for looks. It was like a medical procedure.
Okay.
Ah.
I feel like anything in regard to looks, in terms of like whether it's guys or girls, I just personally don't have a say in it. Like whatever they prefer and like comfortable with, they should do it. Like I don't think I'm in the
You're not in a place to judge.
I'm not in a place to judge like whatever they decide on. But I mean, of course, like I would prefer a natural look,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like let's say like it's my girlfriend. Like I love like her for who she is. Like I chose to be with her for how she looks. So I wouldn't understand in a perspective of like, you know, liking her for who she is, like why she's trying to change certain things. You know?
I also wouldn't want them to like keep it secret,
oh yeah.
like forever. Because you know how like that one couple, their kids came out.
Oh yeah, and it's just like
They look
whoa,
completely
what?
different.
Was that a true story? I thought that was like a made up.
That might have been a made up story, but like
I feel like there's some truth to it. Like it's probably not
I'm
that
sure it's
exact
happened
couple,
before
but
where like the kids look completely different. They're like, what happened? And she's like, oh no, I had all this work done.
Yeah. Okay.
So I have a question for you.
Oh, okay.
What is the intention of girls getting boob jobs or BBLs or whatever? That like more.
I feel like it looks better with clothes.
Is that really the reason though?
I think so. I mean, I personally wouldn't want either of those, but I've had girls tell me like they've had confidence issues about, you know, breasts. Like guys have commented on it where they haven't been the most confident with the size. So to
Dude,
boost
guys
their
say the stupidest things.
I know,
especially when they're
it's
like
really
younger.
sad. Yeah. Yeah, kids are so mean, honestly. Yeah, so it's more for like confidence issues. I feel.
Small titties are okay.
I love small titties.
itty bitty.
Itty
Kitty
bitty.
committee.
Itty bitty titty committee.
It's all about confidence.
Yeah.
The same
whatever you're
with, I
confident
guess,
in.
guys and guys' bodies.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like your height. Be confident in your height.
Well, I was thinking something else, but
Oh,
yeah.
Also height.
What were you thinking?
You gotta be comfortable with your length
A different direction of length.
Oh,
or gird.
The wholesome side is over here.
because I just thought as well, like a cosmetic surgery that I've done is like braces. Like, is braces considered getting work done? Because like,
That's surgery?
Rich mentioned,
I've
it's
also
not
had
surgery,
Invisalign.
but it's like a
It's a
cosmetic
medical
procedure you've done.
procedure.
Yeah.
Like Rich said, teeth are a big thing for like me
Yeah.
as well, and I was insecure about how my teeth.
I
were
think-
growing.
I was too.
I think it's a
yeah.
little different. I wouldn't say that's like getting work done because like sometimes like for most of the times like when you do get braces, yes, it's like to look better, but a lot of times it's like for like your dental health. Right, like I had to get braces like because like, my bite was off or something.
I did it because I didn't like my crooked teeth. It was
Yeah.
crowded.
But like it overall like helps with like the dental health in the long term. So I don't. Yes, it is cosmetic to a certain extent, but I feel like it's also like more health benefits.
Honestly, I'd be open to some procedures.
What type of
Like,
What are you trying to change about
If I
yourself,
go to
Rich?
Korea and they're like, yo, like, no, I wouldn't do double eyelid because I can do it if I rub my eyes enough.
You just need to,
You gotta
looks
cry
weird.
first.
you gotta cry and then
And I just cry a lot. I like my smaller eyes because like if I have like double eyelid, I just look too bubbly all the time.
Oh.
But I like being able to look pissed off sometimes when I want to look
It
pissed
helps
off.
in New York.
Like yeah, if I'm on the subway, some crazy guy's there, I just look at him. I'm like, if I had double eyelid, I'd be like looking at him like all bubbly eyed, like it would not work.
The shots fired on one side of my face, dude.
Winston's always standing on like one side of the subway, so they always see the monolid side. Like, don't fuck with me, bro.
And then you have someone cute on the other side. And you're like, you like this side.
let me.
Just turn around.
Wait, what would you get done though?
I don't know. It's probably some simple things, like nothing crazy, like rearranging my whole, like chiseling down my jaw or anything. But I don't know, some simple things that doesn't change my look too much.
Like subtle changes?
I know, like if I go to Korea, like people are gonna be roasting me. Like if I go to like one like skincare place, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you need like this and this and that and this," and I'm like, "Damn, like I didn't know I needed all that."
No, I think they're just gonna say like, dude, you're too dark.
Probably.
But we have a treatment for that.
There is, yeah. A whitening treatment.
We're thinking of going to Korea after Sydney, and then Quinn's already been looking up like all the beauty TikToks and places she needs to go.
Honestly, that's what me and my girlfriends have been talking about too.
Yeah.
To go to Korea
Korea.
for a month, rent an Airbnb, and just do all the treatments.
And recover.
And recover.
Literally,
No one knows.
when I'm planning Korea trip with Nina, all I'm thinking about is like food and like where to go and like amusement parks to go to and things like that. And she's like looking up all the like Botox and like.
Have you seen the like meme where like I think some girls went to Korea, got work done, and they couldn't get like back onto the plane because they looked so different? From their
I've
identity?
seen those. I've seen those.
Yeah.
That's a meme.
Oh my god.
I'm sure it's actually happened though.
I see.
Wait, if the technology gets good enough, would you get the height increasing surgery? Anyone but Eddie? I feel like I definitely would if like the technology was good enough where like I can still like play all my same sports and whatever.
If it doesn't affect your health in any
Doesn't
way.
affect my health.
I don't know. I'm pretty confident in just like being myself too,
that's good.
and that's actually what I look for in people too, right? Like when we were talking about like getting work done and stuff. Like personally, I wouldn't prefer someone who has work done. But like again, like kind of what Dan said, like it is their choice if like if that makes them happy. But like if I'm looking for someone to date and stuff, like once we're in the like I would prefer to find someone who's like more natural, not much work done, and like if they want to, like for some reason, like yeah, go for it. But like I feel like it's up to me to like make them confident enough to the point where like they don't feel like the need to like get any work done. Yeah.
Good answer. How about you, Eddie?
Probably the same as well as what everyone else said. Like if they want the work done just to help themselves feel more confident, then go for it. I can't really say or judge.
What about boob job?
I don't know if I can tell.
You can tell
I
from
think
feeling them.
Can you?
You can tell.
How do you know?
How do you?
And
It's quite obvious.
How does it feel?
Because it feels different from the normal
From
breast.
my teenage years of like online research, I haven't been able to tell.
Oh, from looking at a picture? No, even looking at a picture, you can
picture.
tell. You can tell from a picture.
Oh, okay. We'll chat afterwards.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I'll tell you what to look
You
for.
can definitely tell on pictures.
You can tell in
and stuff.
pictures.
Maybe I just.
It looks too round.
Maybe
Sometimes.
they're just wearing a push-up bra.
Yeah, but then you got to see multiple pictures where it's not pushed up as much, and if it's still round, that's a red flag. Not a red flag. Not a red flag, but like it's a clue.
Come
It's
out,
a clue.
everyone.
Isn't it like if you're laying down with the fake boobs, like it doesn't like go down or something like that?
I don't know.
No, it's like it pushes up, but it's still round.
Dude, he's very knowledgeable about this.
Is that the surgery you were getting done?
It was. I got pec implants.
Well, actually, would I do pec implants? Maybe.
Would you do calf implants? That's a popular one, I think, of guys.
What is?
Calf,
Really?
Your legs.
calf, I don't
It's
think-
really
I've
hard
never
for us
heard
to
of
have
that.
big
Calves are
calves.
fine.
Yeah.
Like I want bigger wrists.
That's very
Really,
specific.
it's like impossible to get bigger wrists
The one work you would get done.
because then I
Make
can't.
my wrists thick.
I can't watch. I can't wear like some certain watches. I can only wear like basically like women's watches, like very small vintage size watches.
Nice, yes.
I wish I had a bigger hand.
Oh yeah, my hands are small too.
Okay, before
All
we
these
go into the
insecurities are coming
insecurities, let's move on to the next question. Okay, my next question is, how do you guys feel about a girl you're interested in if they have too many or a lot of friends that are guys?
I think I'm okay with that because like I've learned from past relationships like it's not worth it to be jealous and stuff like that. But also like I'm like I have a lot of female friends myself.
You
so,
do.
So I need like
He
a
does.
girlfriend who is like
Okay with that.
very
too.
okay with that too.
Yeah.
And like it's just not right if like I'm okay with that. Like I expect like both.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, if a girl has a lot of guy friends, she's probably like more like bro-y.
Not
So-
necessarily though.
No.
Yeah, I feel like that's not the case all the time.
I would agree. I think it's not that big of a deal. I would like to meet them though at some point.
Yeah, like if they're like hiding things from you because of some guy, then like that's like yo, like
Yeah.
what?
I think if she's like, no, you can't meet any of my guy friends, that would be kind of weird. But if they're cool people, then yeah, we can just all hang out and do whatever as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think before my current relationship, like in the previous relationships, like I always had like more female friends because I think my interest aligns more with them in terms of like I don't usually play sports, I don't usually play games. Like I'm more into like photography and like more like creative stuff, which girls more aligned to. So I just had more female friends growing up, right? So in my previous relationship, I had cases where because of jealousy, like I would have to like cut all my friends. So like coming to this relationship, I know I didn't want that, but because I know like my current girlfriend has a lot of guy friends, like at first I think I was being insecure about it and like, you know, like I do get worried and things like that because I don't know them as like personally, right? But as I get to know them better, like Eddie said, like if I meet them, like if I hang out with them, I think I get more comfortable with the situation. And it's just all about trust, right? Like if you're confident in yourself and like if you trust your significant other to do the right thing, then nothing's gonna happen. But if anything does happen, like, you know, that's something that you just gotta get over with.
Yeah.
What you're scared of, like the jealousy, is like, are they gonna like do something like cheat or something, right? And for me, like from my past relationships, I've also gotten better with that like concept of like not feeling as like insecure when they're doing certain things. Not even necessarily with like them hanging out with other guys, but like various different situations, to the point where like I don't actually care as much what they do, whether it's having other guys or like hanging out with whatever, whoever. Like I just don't care as much. Not like I don't care as much, but like I don't mind as much. I'm not scared of like them cheating. Like,
Because you trust them, or like because
I trust them, but also because like if they do cheat, to me like that's just like
It's like a reflection of their character. Is that what you're thinking?
it's a reflection of their character, but also of our relationship. At my age and like the people that I'm dating, like their age, they're not like college kids who like are drinking for the first time and don't know what to do and make all these mistakes, right? So like I have this like baseline assumption that like they're mature enough to like know what they're doing. They know how to handle themselves in different situations, whatever situation may be. If they're surrounded by guys, surrounded by whatever, at a club, like hanging out with all these strangers that are guys, whatever. Like I don't really care because they should know like the baseline of how they should act and be in certain different situations. If there's something that makes them like actually cheat, then there's a bigger issue than like, oh, like I don't know how much I drank and like, oh, like, oops, I made this silly mistake. Like to me, like that's not a good excuse. There's probably something broader going on in our relationship that says like, oh, like maybe they feel like very unfulfilled and like, or they're like unhappy in our relationship. So if like the action is like they cheated, to me, I'm like, okay, there was probably something broader like going on in our relationship that's like wrong. And that needs to be addressed more so than like me. And it's not worth me being like insecure or scared all the time about like what might happen. It's just like, if I'm sitting there feeling like our relationship is great, they go out and cheat, they didn't feel the same way, then I'm like, okay, like that's just like information I didn't know. So it's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm like, okay, like now I know something new. You're very unhappy in this relationship. So we can like figure out the next steps from there. May. The guy has a lot of girlfriends, female friends.
surrounded by one right now.
I'm pretty opinionated about this one because
Oh, that's why she's asking it.
I feel like girls are the opposite way more than the guys are.
what?
Girls care more if the guys have a lot of female friends.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't care.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like gassed us up.
Like,
I'm very opinionated about
Yeah.
this. I've brought my own tea.
yeah. Oh,
I don't care.
I'm very opinionated and I don't care. But I'm also very opinionated in that I'm not gonna date a guy who cares if I have a lot of guy friends. Yeah, I don't want them to control the friends I have, and I also don't want to control.
Yeah.
Yeah, similar to you.
That's also the thing. Like if it gets to the point where they make you feel like you have to cut your friends off, whether that's like they are guys or girls, I think that there's just something wrong with it. I think that's just something that you need to communicate and like build that trust.
Do you guys feel like, I mean, I don't know if this is like an age thing of like when you start dating and stuff, but like I feel like maybe for like the younger people, like once you start dating someone, like it's like your significant other kind of prevents you from making more like friends consistently. Is that
Of the opposite sex.
yeah, or just I guess in general too?
It is. I mean, I would say that's naturally what happens.
Yeah. And do you think like
So no new friends.
No new
No new-
opposite sex.
yeah.
friends.
But like you would only meet them through like, oh, like this is like my like the friend's like girlfriend or something, right? Or like, do you think that changes with age? Like when the older you get, it's like, or is this still pretty similar? Because I feel like when you're younger, people are like, oh, like yeah, you can't make friends with like other.
It's like an
blah, blah, like,
unspoken
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know.
So when you're younger, they prevent you from it, and then like gets better when
You
you
feel
get older.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like because like once you're older, you're more mature. Like okay, you can make friends with like other, but also I don't know. At that age, like you probably aren't. You focus more on other things rather than like making new friends all the time, right?
I do feel like you get like less and less insecurities as you get older. I feel like that's why you see like grandpas and grandmas doing wild ass shit out in the streets because like, they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, you're more comfortable with
You're
yourself
more
'cause
comfortable
you just
with
accept it, right?
everything that like you see, you do, like everything around you. So like naturally, there's like a progression over time. And you're younger, you don't know enough about like different situations that you get into. You get into them 5 years later, you look back at it and you're like, that was such a stupid situation that I was getting so worked up about. And this is how you like progressively get like more and more comfortable in like your own skin and all these different situations. And then you get to a point where you're like, I've been in so many situations that like everything just is so stupid to like care so much about and have like get so worked up about. Eventually, yeah, you do get to a point where like you're okay with more things.
But I don't know if that's like.
But some people don't change yet too.
Yeah, I don't think if it's a age thing, because like Nina is definitely like very supportive of me going out and making new friends. I think when I first met her, like I didn't have you guys as a group, right? Like I just knew you guys individually.
We barely got to see Dan.
I literally saw them once like per year, like per month or something like that, right? And then like I think the conversation that Nina and I had is like she has a solid group of friends that's like all from like same area in China, and then they're very close and like they always hang out and stuff like that. So she did like talk to me about like the benefits of having that kind of group, right? Like just being able to like talk and hang out and like spend time with. When the significant other is not available. When I like met you guys, I think it's like it makes sense. Like
Yeah.
but the point is like I don't think it's age. Like I think like she's pretty young. She's like your age.
Yeah.
And she was supporting of that. So I don't think it's necessarily related.
So it's more so like how mature you are.
Yeah, I think it's how mature you are, how confident you are. Like
Yeah.
Or I guess like also like how established you are in your relationship with them too.
I think
'Cause,
so.
like,
Yeah. Because they trust you to like go out and meet friends, but they're okay with that.
So I think for me, I need to find someone who's like okay with me, just like because I'm always making new friends all the time.
I know.
Yeah.
Sometimes that got in the way of my past relationship. So
Oh, okay.
Listen, I promise you will find someone that will accept you as who you are.
Yes.
I
Don't
agree.
settle.
I think you should never settle for less in New York, especially.
Yeah.
The world is out there. I'm still young.
That's also dangerous because like there's too many options in New York.
The delusional factor.
You might never settle.
You
Okay.
never know.
Next question is, you guys know I'm single.
Yes,
what
yes,
single?
mate.
Everybody name at least 3 guys today can go on a date with.
I am curious, what is the best way for me to approach a guy? How would you want a girl to approach you?
It's not that hard. It's just go up and say hi, and they will appreciate that.
Literally give them like 5 minutes of your attention.
The same way that girls should approach guys, guys should approach girls. It should be natural. It's ideally not with an agenda. I feel like it should also not be like something you turn on every like once in a while. So that's what I mean. Like it should be natural. Like I shouldn't be like at some event being like, oh, like I need to talk to this girl. Let me think of like the perfect thing to say. It shouldn't be like that, like pre-prepared.
Yeah.
And it should be like you like the way you say things to a random person on the street. If you're like, oh, like that's a really cool bag. Like where'd you get that from? It should be as natural as that. So if you're a person who like is just like crunching numbers all day, you never talk to anyone, you never like strike up a conversation with strangers, and all of a sudden your friend's like, yo, go talk to that girl. You're gonna be like so like unpracticed with like what you're about to say. So like you need to go out there and talk to random other people you're not necessarily attracted to or like interested in. Build up that muscle to like have those natural conversations, and then when you actually are in the moment with someone else that like you connect with, you'll be more comfortable saying those things.
Is it basically the same thing as applying to random companies to interview, and then you get comfortable, and then you
That's basically the idea.
I see.
Yeah.
You might not be attracted to every company, but you need to practice.
Yeah.
So is that what you think for guys approaching girls? And you think the girls should approach guys in the same way?
Yeah, like they shouldn't have to overthink what they're gonna say.
I don't agree. I don't agree with how that's the way that girls should approach guys. Because I think guys are dumb. I think if like most men, I won't say for most men, for me personally, if I'm getting hit on, I cannot tell. I can't tell if you're being friendly or if you're like keen or if you're interested in me.
Yeah.
I need you to be like direct. Be like, hi, can I get your number? Or hi, I think you're cute, something like that.
That's a skill too. You need to build that up.
Because otherwise, like, what if they're just being nice and you're like,
Yeah.
they're hitting on me? Hell yeah.
I see,
And
I
then,
see.
yeah, for me, I feel like girls should be more direct.
Okay. Because I think the way I show a guy I'm interested in is, you know, obviously talking to them, but also physically, like I'm a lot closer to them.
That's a big one.
Body
yeah,
language.
and I'm like touchy.
Touching them,
Yeah.
touch them, touch the arm.
Touch
I know
the-
instantly. Like, okay, slow down there. Just kidding.
Wait, so Eddie, if a girl were to do those things, you wouldn't really
She's
think of it
laughing
as
at everything
much?
you're saying. She's like touching your arm here and there.
Maybe I'm just really funny. Maybe I just worked out.
You're
on
like,
my arms like
wow, my jokes are landing.
Wait, Eddie, I have a question. Is there a difference between an Australian girl and an American girl? Like the way they approach or like they strike up conversations?
I would say not so much like Australian versus American, but I think within like different
Asian
cultures. Yeah, I was going to say Asians probably.
Oh, Asians are a lot more shy, probably.
Exactly. So when you have like that like arm touching or like the laughing, that's probably a bigger indicator.
Yeah.
So
In Australia, they're a lot more
No,
shy.
in the Asians.
Asians.
If
No,
the
but
Asian girl is doing
Asian
In
girls in
Australia.
Australia.
Asians in Australia as well. And I think it depends a lot on their personality as well. They're not as clear cut. It's just different continents.
One of my Australian friends actually sent me like something about like splitting bills and stuff in Australia. Apparently, like guys are like very down to just like girls too are down to split bills.
Your
though,
shouts.
right?
Yeah.
Your shout, love.
Your shout, mate.
Your shout, mate.
I'll get the next one.
Oh.
I think
I don't know that.
I think yeah, in Australia.
I've heard it's like it's more like expected to be like splitting the bills versus like.
I think
in the
most of
US,
my
right?
Australian female friends are like that as well. They'll offer to pay and they're like happy to do so.
Dude, I'm moving to Australia.
That's the quality right there.
But also, I expected the same in America as well, and it feels a bit similar because women are more progressive and they're like, I can pay as well. But maybe
Unless you're on a date.
They offer it, but
oh, okay.
you know, it's
but you're not
different.
supposed to
You can't
take.
take those offers.
So much is clicking now. A lot is making sense.
They pull out the card, but they don't tap it.
Yeah, and I'm like, wow, this is great. Wow, USA. I don't see
If
them
they're
again.
still rummaging, they're not paying. If the card is visible, then they're open to it.
And he's like thinking back, and I was like, that's why I didn't get a second date.
That explains so much.
Okay, so Dan, you said if they just say hi.
I think it's pretty simple for guys. Like, yes, we are kind of dumb, but like, if you show affection, it's up to the guy whether they're like confident enough in themselves to reciprocate that. You know, if they don't like, you know, if they're like, oh, she probably doesn't like me because, you know, you think less of yourself, then like they probably wouldn't respond to that. But if they are, I'm sure they'll pick it up. I'm not saying like, you're not picking it up because of that, but like I think most of the guys.
It has to be. I mean, guys or girls. I feel like there's a subtlety to it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's too much, like what's the word, like love bombing, whatever. It's like if there's too much showing of affection, it almost like pushes them away.
It can seem a bit clingy at times.
A little
as well.
clingy. Like if the girl's like, "Oh my god, I just met you," and she's like sitting in your lap and like, and all crazy, like touching you, and you're like, "Whoa, like this is a little too much."
Yeah.
It has to be a nice mix of subtle, but
Yeah.
also like, yeah, this guy might not have any idea what I'm doing, so I need to be a little bit more obvious.
Okay. How about you, Winston?
Yeah, I feel like guys are a little bit more dumb on that stuff, like a little bit more oblivious to things like that. So if you like someone, like I feel like it would be in your best interest to like express it more, because like I feel like for guys it's like we're constantly like trying to find ways to express like how we like a girl, right? But like that it might not be what we think about for like the other side of things. If you're like very subtle about it, you're probably like I don't know, like maybe the guy's like trying to show affection to you, but like, dude, I'm okay, hold up, I'm at a loss right now. I'm trying to think. I had something in mind. I was like, wait, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, so let's make a situation right now, okay?
Right. Okay.
We're at a bar. Winston is about to be approached by May. Hypothetical situation. The two single people of the podcast.
Okay.
May, what would you say to him?
If she's trying to like
Okay, May,
incorporate
well-
your method.
Yeah. Okay. First off, is this like a party or just I'm at a bar right now?
Oh yeah, actually, let's say you're at a party, but you don't know him. It's a potential mutual friend, so it's a little bit more of a easier conversation.
Yeah.
With that in mind, there's a song you both recognize. It's Twee's song, "Girls Like Me Don't Cry."
That's one of the only songs I know.
Boom, action.
Hey.
Hi. What's up?
Wait, do they know each other? Or?
Yeah, do
They
we
don't know each other.
other?
They don't know each other yet. They just know each other.
That's why
They
I just
just
came
you
up
just
with
see them
hey.
both like
So we
kind of
don't
like
know each other, but
they kind of both like are like, "Oh my god, this song," and they both kind of like groove into the
is
song.
this just like a random
Boom,
conversation,
and you guys just standing
or
here.
like I
Oh, so
like
you're
her
kinda, like,
or she
setting
likes
up
me?
stuff.
Yeah, this
What-
is the stage.
what's the
Like
situation?
totally random conversation situation. You guys don't know each other, have never spoken to each other. You're both at a mutual friend's party. A song you both recognize comes on, and you both notice that you both know the song.
So who's hitting on who?
Yeah, who's hitting on
It's
who?
May.
I think it's me hitting
okay.
on
He's
hitting on
May's approaching
Just-
Winston.
Am I like supposed to act like not interested or something?
No, you just
Alright,
act
just-
however you
alright.
want. However you want.
Yeah, don't reject me. No, I'm kidding.
That works. Just say that. Please don't reject me.
I don't think that works, dude. I don't want them to be that direct.
Hi, please don't reject me, but
Yeah, bye.
But the scene is set.
Walks away.
Hey, did you go to Twee's concert last Wednesday?
I did. Were you there too?
Yeah, I was.
Oh,
Did you
shoot.
like it?
Dude, I actually made it only just for the encore. So
No
I heard
way.
this song playing.
Oh my god, because I actually left at the encore.
Oh shoot! So we just missed each other.
Yeah, we did. I feel like we would have had more fun if we both were there at the same time.
Wait, what's the end goal of this conversation?
I don't know where this is going. Yeah, we should go to there the next time she has a concert here.
Oh wait. Here's also. Let me give you a little tip. Let's hit pause on the scene right now.
Okay.
Tip for May, right?
Oh yeah, like
Live
analyzing the
feedback,
scene.
live
You have to
feedback.
know ABC. Always be closing.
Dude. I
Always
hear
be
that every
closing.
time.
Winston works in sales. He knows
I know.
this. He knows this. Always be closing. So you have to have an end goal, right? A follow up for like,
Okay,
let me
okay.
get your social. Let me get your whatever.
Got it.
Resume scene.
Oh, did you know that they're doing concerts every Wednesday?
Oh shoot! Do you know
Yeah.
who's playing next week?
I don't know, but I feel like it would still be fun because it's free. Would you want to go sometime?
I'm down. Let's do it next
Okay.
Wednesday, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Can I get your maybe Instagram or phone number?
Instagram works.
Okay, cool.
End scene.
ABC.
ABC.
Keep it short. Keep it short. Just always be closing.
Short and to the point.
Sure. Okay. So I
That
gotta
was
be more
very
concise.
good. That was very good.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you for all your input.
Short and
comes
to
back
the
with
point
a
and
boyfriend
provide
next
value every
Yeah,
time.
yeah. And I,
The value was the free concert,
Mm-hmm.
and that you're down to go next week, right?
yeah. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
There is a bit of sales involved.
Then you should be like an expert.
I'm getting better at it. It's a work in progress.
Okay, cool. Any other things you guys want to advise me on?
Just be.
That was great.
I was gonna say just be you, but never mind.
You know my thoughts on that. Never just be you.
Wait, can you explain? I
Never
don't
just
think
be
I
you
was
until
part
you're
of
in
that
a relationship, right?
conversation.
Is
Well-
that applicable for girls too, or
Yeah,
just
is
good
it
guys?
applicable for girls?
I think yeah, either one. I mean, people always say like, oh yeah, what should I do? It's like when you go on this first date, it's like they're always like, oh, just be yourself. It's like terrible advice because like you don't want to be yourself. You want to be the normal person because you being yourself to your friends is like the most comfortable, weirdest version of you, which like for most strangers takes time to get used to.
That's actually a very fair point.
So like you can't be yourself in the first meeting of a stranger on a first date or first or second date. You have to play the very standard, normal, more boring-ish version of yourself, but it's still interesting enough to like have fun conversations, but not like throw in your inappropriate like inside jokes that you have with your friends and like assume that they'll understand it. Or like I've had a friend who is like, oh no, I'm just gonna be myself because like, I want whoever dates me to like me for like who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So they throw out all these like crazy ass like jokes in their first like meetings, and it never goes anywhere. And I'm like, look, you can't be doing that. Oh, yumpling.
Thank you for taking my advice. You labeled it.
Should we do it? Should we get going?
So play the game where you're like being normal. You're not having any like crazy like unpopular opinions that's gonna be like too like polarizing in the first meeting with someone. Then you catfish them into starting that relationship, and then they reveal reveal yourself to be a really weird person, and they're like, "Oh, what the hell did I get myself into?"
Yeah.
But like at that point, it's like too late.
It's too late now. It's too late.
It's too late. It's
They're
at
too
the point where
invested.
like they would have to accept you for who you are, right?
Now they're ready to accept you, whoever you are.
That's like sales, but you're selling a bad product.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta hype it up, but you can't reveal
hype
too
it up, you
much.
promise all
You
these
can't reveal
things.
too much until you
Don't
actually.
worry, it's great. It's super. Yeah,
Yeah.
everything you want is there.
Yeah, you pay the deposit and like, all right, you
Normal.
dip.
But what if they choose to end it? Wouldn't you be wasting your time?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, like you don't want to get like too far from who you are really, and I think you should also.
How long do you wait before you reveal your true self?
I think there's a gradual process. You start easing it in, a little weirder each time. If you're a weird person, it's never like maximum weirdness first time.
Doesn't it? This depends on the person too, right?
If the person's also really weird, and then they say something that like you find really funny, or like that's something you would say,
Yeah.
then that could be a fun
bonus.
connection.
That would be meaning like it's like you instantly hit it off, right?
Yeah, kind of. But I feel like if you're the one bringing that really unconventional opinion up, I'd advise like try not to do that as much. I test the waters a little bit, right? That's what you do with anyone. Like you start a new job at a company, you're not gonna go like all out and be like, yo, like yeah, this place sucks and blah 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 blah. You're gonna like test the waters and see how different personalities are.
Wait, I have a follow-up question.
Okay.
How do you know when someone's hitting on you? Or is it also hard for you to tell?
I think it is easy for me to tell sometimes. Like if they're reciprocating my touchiness or if they're getting closer to me,
No, like what if like they're hitting on you, but you don't have no interest in them?
then I will play a little oblivious. Yeah. I will play a little oblivious.
Probably the most common move.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
I'm going. Oh yeah. So I mean, I think guys are better at ABC closing, like getting my Instagram or like my number, and I can't lie, so I can't give them a fake number. So I usually give them my real number, and then like we'll text and stuff, and then I'll just find a way to like text.
You start
them.
texting longer, like
Yeah,
taking longer
yeah.
and longer between each one.
Yeah.
Why can't you lie? Just like give them the wrong like last four digits.
I'm just scared that they're gonna call it right in front of me, and they'll be like, "Wait, that's not your number."
run.
Oh.
I'm always scared of those.
But then that's like I feel like for that it's like instant red flag. It's like, yo, you don't trust me?
Yeah, I know.
The hardest situations are like if you think someone's hitting on you, but they actually already have like a boyfriend or girlfriend.
I feel like those are the people who have like the most
They're like the
expressive
best
kind of hitting
They're the
on you.
best, like most confident people.
Because they're comfortable. Because
They're
they
so
already
comfortable.
know.
They know that they're not hitting on you. So they're just like, yeah, like what do you like about this? Like they're just, like, really good like conversation makers.
Yeah.
You need to replicate that when you're single. Like have that confidence. Like I don't
Yeah.
need to find a girl. I need to find a
Yeah.
guy. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
That actually happened to me recently. I went to a birthday party, and I think I was like getting some food by myself, and then a guy comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want a shot?" And then I was like, "Oh, I don't really drink." He's like, "It's okay, just come with me and my friends." I was like, "Okay, cool." I was like, "Damn, this guy is so nice." I'm like, "Is he trying to hit on me?" And then he introduces me to his girlfriend. I'm like, "Okay."
Wait,
He's
what?
he's just nice. He's just nice.
It's a weird situation.
I always
just
ask
really-
for shots.
friendly.
He's just really friendly.
I could see
Yeah.
Winston doing that.
Yeah, I could see Winston doing that.
I do that.
Yeah. So there is a fine line between being friendly and being flirty, I guess.
Wait, for guys, I mean, you guys all have girlfriends, but like, is there a difference between like asking them for their Instagram versus asking them just like straight for their number?
For guys?
Yeah, like asking a girl that you're interested in, like ABC, if you're going for the clothes. I don't know,
I
because
feel
like for me,
number's
I
a little more serious than Instagram.
Wait, what? A phone number?
phone number.
Really?
Instagram seems more like friendly and social. It could go either way, like just being friends or being whatever. I feel like number is not really like just being friends. It feels more
Right.
serious, slightly.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, but like I always ask for people's Instagrams.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of
That's
do
like
too.
my first.
Because that could just be like, I just look at their story and I'm like, oh, hey, I'm going to this thing too, or like whatever, right? But a phone number, you don't really see all the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
It's more like one-on-one communication.
Yeah. But I think that's also why I thought like a phone number might be a little bit too serious because, or less
Less
serious
Because you can't see.
you can't see my life, and I don't know if I want you to see my life just yet.
Oh, see, I didn't know like the girls had this.
What are you trying to hide?
Then you
What
can
are you
use
trying to hide?
Snapchat.
I was thinking that as well because once you have the pictures, you start like judging them and like building a character of who they
Yeah.
are in their mind. But also, I had an Android before, so I couldn't use my number.
Can you imagine if Eddie had the Android right now? All of my group chat's gonna be
Game
just green.
over. No girlfriend.
I know.
Yeah.
No go.
You ask for a girl's number.
None
you
of
text
none
them,
of our us,
and his
our
screen is like,
friends.
oh, instant turn off.
I started dating my girlfriend when I had an Android, so that's how you know.
Oh,
Wow.
she a real one.
That's how you know
That's
she's
a
real
real
one.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
And then I converted to iPhone to make her life easier. So
Aww.
That's sweet.
the things you
Very
do.
sweet.
Nice, nice. Okay, moving on to the next question. How would you guys feel of letting your SO get a free drink from someone who may or may not be trying to hit on
Hell
them?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
As long as I get a sip of that,
Free drinks.
You don't mind?
chances are they're not gonna
No,
drink it, so
I've
it'll be
seen it
mine.
all the time.
Yeah, I would encourage it if I
Oh.
Yeah. Go. Shoot. Go to the table.
Go to the table.
Get some drinks.
Okay, overwhelmingly people say yes. Okay, how about you, Dan?
I wouldn't.
I knew it. I could tell.
Yeah,
I could
same. I had a
tell.
feeling.
Just because, like, I know when guys buying a shot for a girl, there's an intention behind it.
Yeah.
Unless my girlfriend's making it very clear that she's taken, I think like I'll just buy her a drink.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind spending money. I'd rather do that. Like if the purpose of her getting the free shot is to get a free shot, I'll buy her a drink. But good thing my girlfriend doesn't drink.
Yeah. So just to clarify, you're only specifically talking about free drinks,
What else are we talking about?
If
like just hitting on people.
if the guy with a table like comes up to a group of people and offer a free shot, then I'm fine with my girlfriend getting a shot.
Oh, but
but-
if it's just you two at a club,
Yeah, and then they reach out to your girlfriend.
I'd also be okay with that.
Okay, I think that's different then. If it's a group,
Yeah.
then also I think table versus buying a drink is different as well.
Very
I feel like
different.
Table is very like inviting and it's
Yeah.
like everyone can come.
Yeah.
Whereas drink is like, all right.
Oh no, yeah, one drink is weird. No, a table. I was picturing a table.
Oh no, I'm talking
No.
Someone
about
has
drinks.
a
No, like
table,
like
Yeah.
someone goes out of the way to buy you a girl a drink.
Oh, some guy by himself comes
Yeah,
to my
yeah.
girlfriend
Yeah.
and was like, "Oh, can I buy you a
No, that's
drink?"
Yes.
weird.
No, that's weird.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Also-
what I'm thinking.
If it's maybe it's our girlfriends together and they're getting drinks from guys.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
Maybe that's fine.
Okay.
I think
That's
it's
weird. I was picturing table. Like they have plenty full drinks already. It's not like they need to go stand at the bar. They need to wait for like 10, 15, 20 minutes. No, that's weird. I was picturing like, boom, just pour that shit, bring it to me. We both share it.
No, like I know how expensive those drinks are because I bought Winston some when I first met him. I know there's intention behind it if there's a drink.
Yeah, what was your intention
What was your
behind that, bro?
intention, Dan?
I was very happy that day, okay? I was laid off.
What if those guys are also very happy?
It was
that-
literally all guys. 6 guys I bought drinks for. Yeah,
you
now,
guys
now
know?
we're best
that, that money paid off, I guess.
he bought me into this podcast.
for me, like I've seen so many situations where like my group of friends knew like a promoter or like somebody who had a table already. So like we always knew like, yo, as soon as we get in this club, we all getting free drinks. That was like, we always knew that was gonna be what would happen, because like we're like, I get in there, I have like my girlfriend and all of her friends, our other friends. I'm like, go get alcohol.
Report back.
Go, my minions. Come back to me. Well, like, oh, I got too many drinks. I don't have enough hands.
Rich has got like just 8 cups.
Oh my god.
That's money, right?
But we
there.
also like, I feel like we knew like the promoter, and like he always had like bottles and stuff. This is at like Marquee and stuff, so everyone always had tables there, and bottles, who were like finance bros and didn't know what to do with their money and stuff. So
Okay. So that's where you draw the line between table versus a single person.
if it's one dude who came with my girlfriend, I'd be like, no, that's weird. That's weird.
That is weird.
What if he buys both of you shots?
Oh yeah, I'm down for that. Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you're buying from her, you gotta buy from me too.
But he slips in
deal.
that like he's really into like threesomes.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I go both ways actually. Hey guys, you want a shot? I'm like, oh, I'm very confused right now.
It depends on the intention. Like it really depends on the intention of it. Because no one's gonna buy a free drink with like
Without
just because
intention.
you feel like it.
Yeah.
Unless
you have a lot of money
Sometimes that
below.
Unless if you're really
a lot of
happy.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think I learned a lot. I hope the audience members did too from these guys' perspectives. Thank you all for sharing your insights with me.
This was a good episode.
Yeah, this was a good episode. I learned a lot. I'm really glad there were some different opinions. I was really hoping you guys were all gonna be like, I agree.
That's the worst. That's the worst. It's like, all right, next question.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I have other ones prepared.
Yeah.
May's ready to turn on that ABC mindset whenever she goes out.
No,
next.
that was a very
ABC.
valuable lesson. ABC next time. I will report back if my Riz ever
Oh.
gets me
W
anywhere.
Riz, yeah.
May Riz.
Okay. Who wants to do the closing? Because I don't know how to close.
Well,
Bye.
no. We gotta be like,
That's
Winston's
all,
the best at it.
Yeah,
Wait,
Winston, do
what?
it.
I'm the best at this?
Yeah, like
What-
subscribe,
the platforms. The
like.
platforms.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in to today's podcast. This is episode 4. If you like what we talked about, if you want to hear more, if you have questions, or submit some questions down below, we're gonna drop a link to like a forum. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and do we want them to follow us on Instagram too? No?
Instagram,
You can follow me on
TikTok,
Instagram.
OnlyFans.
YouTube, Spotify.
Add me on LinkedIn.
Dude, LinkedIn. Add me on LinkedIn. Yeah.
If he starts getting sponsorship, then I'll do Apple Music because we have to pay for it.
Oh.
Spotify
If
free.
anyone's
Then-
interested in feet pics on OnlyFans, I think all of us are willing.
All right.
All right. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. See you guys next week.
All
And
right.
We're out.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Adios.